Hey gang, it's the end of February and I just realized that I didn't do a vlog for February and I also didn't do one for January. And I've had people ask me, are you going to continue doing vlogs? And I think I will. I know that in January I did some of the YouTube live events, and I may have gotten tied up with that a little bit and forgotten about the whole vlog thing. So yes, I'm going to continue to do vlogs. Um, I know that I posted, the video on 55 Chevy truck, gotten, good feedback on that, and that was a great project. And I'm trying to work on, help Charlie out with his channel. He's, again, still learning, and so I'm trying to get him, up to speed a little bit and get him figured out. So I don't have a good channel name. I know his channel name is going to be Granddaddy's Garage. And again, he's trying to work on uploading his videos and that sort of thing. I want to show you Franken truck now that I have the bumper on it. I think the black looks fantastic, matches the bed, fits nice like it should, so real happy with that. And I don't plan to like restore this truck. I want to leave the patina on it, but I think I'm gonna have to do the like a matte clear or something like that, and I'll have to prep it somewhat because you can rub on it there and see the color change, and obviously you don't want clear coat on top of that, so that'll have to get cleaned up and then sprayed. And I'm not going to go crazy with it. I mean, I'll pull off the mirrors and stuff like that, and probably door handles, but it's not going to be a full restoration type of thing. I'll show you something on Brooklyn Pony in just a minute. I wanted to show you that the bumper, which I've had it powder coated at Southern Blasting and Coating, and did a great job. He also did the suspension parts for the Brooklyn Pony, so I'll give him another shout out. And also this, I had received this a while ago, and sorry Carolina man, I apparently had this in some paperwork and it got lost in the stack, and I was digging through and I found it, so there it is. So there you can see the increase of stickers on my toolbox. I wanted to show you on the Brooklyn Pony, I've been playing with the suspension still and putting things back together. Oops, sorry. I've been playing with the suspension and putting things back together, and I'll show you this. I've been mocking up the front suspension, in particular the passenger side, and I need to find out from the owner what size tires and wheels he wants to run on this. Putting on a full-size tire, it was this one over here. This was actually on Mystique, and that tire, let me see the size. Yeah, 215 70R15, and it's really too big. It's not the right size for this car. It may say that, but for this car, it's not. As far as a comparative size, but it's too big. In fact, I put it on here and it completely fills the wheel well, and if I try to turn it, it'll rub on that Mustang Saphir brace that I installed. So again, I need to figure out what the owner wants, and we'll go from there and try to resolve any issues with that. As far as other things going on, I had bought a piece of equipment a couple months ago, or a few months ago, and I want to do a video on it at some point. It is a 1947 Shopsmith 10 ER model, and if anybody is familiar with a Shopsmith, they're really cool machines. They've been improved upon over the years. There's been upgrades and changes and complete redesigns, really. And this one is really the first generation. And they were sold originally through, I believe, Montgomery Ward. They didn't have their own kind of store. They would build them, and then they were like sold through a sublet, let's say. And this one, somebody local to me had it, and I bought it, and it still works. You can plug it in, and I probably can post a little video clip. I recorded the but anyway, you can plug it in, it'll run, and it's just really cool looking machine. And if you haven't looked at those, look them up. It's a table saw, it's a lathe, it's a drill press, It's a boring machine. It's a sanding disc. All kinds of different attachments you can put on it. Scroll saw you can put on, make it into a scroll saw. And I've ordered some parts for it from Shopsmith. They still make some parts for it, and I ordered the pieces needed to make it a lathe again. I was missing those when I bought it, and it's been a while. I ordered them a while ago, and I've got one piece so far, and I got a package the other day, or at least an envelope, and it was empty. Apparently whatever was in it made its way out of the package and never arrived. So I'm trying to get that piece resent to me, and I want to get this thing together. I just think it's really cool, an old piece of machinery that still works and it can still be used today. So that's on my agenda of things to do. And what else is there? Not a whole lot else going on. The weather's getting better. I am still looking at insulating the garage. I called a couple companies about doing the spray-in closed cell foam, and the estimates were just all over the place. So I don't know exactly what the real number is or what I need to consider as far as a price, but that is my next thing as far as doing something with the garage. And you can see it's just, shown before maybe. It's just open trusses, and I have stuff up there, like there's a whole front clip from a 72 Chevy truck. There's the fenders. There's the core support up there. I've got a grill assembly. I actually have a pair of doors back there above these lights. You can see them there. And miscellaneous stuff, is normal. And I looked at the idea of putting in sheetrock, but I want to be able to store stuff up there, and I don't want to have to put in some sort of access and then have trouble getting things up and down. And this way I can just get a ladder and climb up there and get stuff. The other thing is I've got this air hoist, which has become very handy. It actually belongs to my neighbor, and he's kind enough to let me borrow it or use it at this point, and he knows where it's at. If he needs it, it's right here. So if I were to put sheetrock up there, I would not have easy access to that hoist, and I would have to cut a hole, and then might defeat the whole purpose of having an insulated space above anyway. So I think that's about it. There's more to come. There will be more videos, I promise. And I'm looking forward to now that the weather is really getting nice, being out here a lot more and getting a lot more done, especially on the Brooklyn Pony. And there will be other things, obviously, that I'm going to work on, but this is a priority. So I think that's about it. Oh, that's the other thing. I've got 14,000 subscribers now, and I'm on the climb. So when I hit 15,000, I plan to do a pretty good giveaway. So I have some things in the works for that, and I've got other things that I'm working on in my head, trying to figure things out for everybody. Make stuff available if people want it. And so again, stay tuned. Like I said, more to come. And if you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the dislike button. As usual, thanks for watching.